I'm staying on brand.
It's okay.
That's truly the collab right there.
The Halloween season is not just about ghouls and creatures of the night. It's also about embracing the glamorous side of life and exploring different aspects of your personality. Today, I am going to be given a drag makeover by the iconic, glamorous creature of the night, Miss Jaymes Mansfield.
Creature of the night?
Yeah, I like the Halloween feel.
Oh, I'll give it to you this time. Hi, Nick. I'm happy to be here. Hi, everyone. And what do you call your followers?
Television viewers or the DiRamio Club?
The DiRamio Club. Oh, dear. It's
Is
gonna be a
it-
long video.
It sure is. So stay tuned for a drag transformation. Hello, television viewers. My name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel for a first ever installment of Drag Transformation.
Yes!
I have never been put into drag before, and I'm so excited that you're going to be the first person to be doing it.
I'm happy to do this, and I'm happy to be here, and you all are so lucky today because you get to see Nick's legs.
Yeah, you get to see the tops of these knees. Look at these age-old scars from falling through a glass aquarium.
From running from bullies in the schoolyard, yes.
Yes, they always attacked my knees.
It's so crazy how children are always the first to know that's gonna be the first thing to go when you get older.
They set me up for failure. My dance career never recovered. So what's the first step in getting me dragified?
Well, the first step is actually the longest step. It is gluing down your eyebrows.
And I've been blessed with really bushy Brooke Shields eyebrows, so be prepared.
She's one of those types too where like she was really, really young doing a lot of really inappropriate things. Like, where were the parents?
Well, they were cashing those checks.
And Brooke Shields, I guess, like her mom that reminds me, Kathy Griffin, told a great story in one of her specials about Brooke Shields' mom at their wedding.
Yeah.
About how she's like a big sloppy drunk at like parties.
Ooh.
Apparently a groom's mother came up to her and said, what a lovely couple they make. And she just looked up from her drink and said, shut up, you f***ing
Amazing.
bleep all of that.
Oh my god. You know that wedding small talk. Shut up, you f***ing.
Just rolls right off the tongue, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It's good to have at the ready.
New merch.
Yeah, well, I feel like you said it first, so it's your new merch, which Jaymes Mansfield's Teespring store is lit if you haven't checked it out.
It's filled with designs of me as a chibi cartoon styling hair in a frenzy.
Which is like a great whimsical version of what your videos usually are.
Yeah, me in a fever dream of hairspray and desperation.
I love the videos where you're visibly upset with the wig. And I have moments where I'm like, is she gonna be able to do it? And then you always do. I just know that frustration because like when I'm recording clip breakdowns, there will be times where I'm like, okay, surely I've been recording for 3 hours. This movie's gotta be almost like, are we done talking about it? And we're 8 minutes through the first act of something starring Hilary Duff. And it's like, I'm gonna cry.
Excuse me, nothing starring Hilary Duff is hard to watch.
No, but it will evoke tears when her brother dies in a drunk driving accident and Raise Your Voice.
Oh my god.
Or when she lays on that pile of chocolate chip cookies when she gets rejected from Princeton. Did you notice that she like totally rolls over onto a plate of cookies in that take and they were like, oh, it's fine.
It's a keeper. Although the saddest thing about Hilary Duff is the fact that everyone in the gay community let my heart die on the charts. She
With
tried to revive.
Sparks?
Yes.
Okay. You liked that song?
She tried to revive pop music and y'all let it fail.
But she tried with the weirdest dance moves, is
And
my thing.
The weird tie into Tinder, it was a lot.
Tinder was like, this is where we're gonna hit the masses with this Hilary Duff reconnaissance.
You know for a fact you probably had a copy of Come Clean.
Oh yeah, I loved Come Clean. I remember being at Walmart looking at the CD cover, which is like that portrait of her looking so dewy.
Yeah.
And I noticed the inside of her nostrils looked glossy, and I was like, that was a defining moment in my gayness. I was like, I don't know why I want lip gloss in my nostrils now, but I also want to look like her and not what I I was like in 6th grade with like a Good Charlotte t-shirt that looked like a trash bag because I was going through my punk phase that gay people do.
Do we have pictures of that?
There's one where I'm with Santa Claus, which like I was too old to be sitting on Santa Claus's lap at age 12.
But that didn't stop you.
See, that's what happened. They let me interact with Santa far too late into my childhood and then just stuck.
I'm divorcing myself from this conversation.
Just so everyone knows, since Jaymes and I have met a few weeks ago, I've told her terrible stories about my, I don't know what you would call it, social life?
Social means you probably talk to the person more than one conversation.
Yeah, just
or more than my place or yours.
Right. Random encounters with different locals. But I'm new to Palm Springs, so I need to meet all of the people and figure out the local life. What do you think of Palm Springs since you've been visiting?
Honestly, I love it. And I will say something now that if my fans that are watching this will probably like, bitch, again, we're actually considering possibly like looking at places here because it's really nice and then like relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this next part of the process takes so many minutes. So Jaymes is going to work her TV magic and speed it up for you.
I'm gonna pull a Nick head out of the oven that's already dry.
Yes, a shrunken head. Ooh, new merch. Hi, honey. Oh my God, James's dog is here and it is giving me life. So Jaymes, how was the brow gluing process going?
Oddly enough, it was not as traumatic as I thought it would be.
Oh, you expected trauma here in my home.
Oh, yeah.
You expected trauma and drama in my condo.
Well, I've watched your videos, and I know this is sort of like your therapy you're working through.
Yeah, it definitely. That's fair. And the thing is, I have a real therapist, and I don't tell her anything important. I'm like, so, have you heard about the new shade of lip tint from Glossier? And she's like, did you need help with something? And I'm like, yeah, the people on YouTube got me.
You're like, so I remember when I was 15 and I was watching Cadet Kelly.
Yeah. Honestly, but if she would just watch my channel, it would save me so much time. Or her so much time trying to figure shit out. Because I've talked about all of my traumas on this channel. In a funny way, but like, because it was funny. But I was also watching Mayim Bialik. I was texting you about this. I was watching Mayim Bialik's Answers a Million Questions. And she's like a neuroscientist and she says, please go to therapy no matter who you are. Like, your brain needs therapy to be healthy.
Yeah, after you sent me that Mayim Bialik thing, I completely went down like a fat actress wormhole and started watching just clips of that of Mayim Bialik and Fat Actress.
I didn't even Fat Actress was not on my radar when it was out.
She played her neighbor.
I have to watch this. Where was it streaming?
It was on HBO years ago. Like, we were probably like in middle school when it was happening.
Right.
You had to be a real plugged in gay person to see that.
I was not. I was like I was catching an episode of Queer as Folk at 3 a.m. on Logo.
Oh, you had Showtime?
No, we had Logo.
Oh,
and
okay,
Logo
so you
would play these edited versions of Queer as Folk. I remember there being scenes where it was like a guy enters the room and the Twinkie guy and his boyfriend were naked and like on top of each other sweating. And we're like, oh, you're home. And I was like, I think they cut something.
It's like watching Sex and the City when it's edited for E.
Yes, exactly. You're like, it's weird how it's 20 minutes shorter.
It's weird how all of Samantha's scenes suddenly are on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, Samantha seems more like a wise mother figure than the sex-positive diva.
Sex-positive, bisexual icon that she is.
Kim Cattrall is even more iconic to me now that she's like viciously, publicly against Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh my God. It's gotten dark.
That Instagram post about her dead brother, I was like, this doesn't get more crazy. Do you want to let everyone know that this is my perfectly matched foundation shade?
Did you use the color match machine at Sephora?
No, I would never touch that to my face. But if you go back to like my early YouTube videos, I was doing like full
beauty videos.
Don't go and watch those.
I stumbled upon those as I was doing research for this, just to
please.
see what your level was at.
I was a professional makeup artist. Let me just draw with crayons on my face.
To defend you a little bit as far as like makeup artists go, having worked in the industry on a couple projects now and being around licensed professionals, as they say.
Yeah.
They're just as hacky as people on YouTube that are just starting out.
That's good to know.
Don't know shit.
That makes me feel better. I mean, that was definitely me when I started working as a makeup artist in the early 2010s. Like, I was like, so I guess the trick is you just use all the colors. Like, if it was like a 4-color eyeshadow thing, I would be like, I'm just gonna put them all on top of each other because that's dimension. I knew what art was. Like, why could I not figure out shading and light? Special effects maybe would have been the route. You have done special effects on me to make me a penis. I look like an uncircumcised penis.
Shut up. Oh my God.
In a good way. You gotta neutralize the features.
I hate you so much. I feel like every time I hang out with you, you say something that just like completely shocks me. And I'm somebody that doesn't shock easily.
Oh, are you putting shape tape on my face?
I am.
I am a beauty guru. I've never worn this.
Really?
But I've seen it. Obviously, Nikki Tutorials.
Oh yeah, I was one of those that's the reason I own it actually. I was suckered into it. I can't say that I've repurchased it, but I've had it for a while now, so it may be expired going on your skin.
Ah.
So
That explains why it's the texture of buttercream.
well, that's just your skin.
That's just it mixing with the thick, rich oils of my skin.
Buttercream. Shut up. Oh, the brows. Your brows. Your brows. Your brows.
They look great.
You look great.
The brows look great is the issue.
You look great. That's what's happening.
If there's one thing that all of this spooky Halloween content has taught me, it's that the world is a dangerous place. But luckily, my electronics remain protected with Casetify, the sponsor of today's video. After weeks of having this product save my phone from some pretty gruesome drops, I have never been such a convert. And I love that I don't have to sacrifice that military grade drop protection for sustainability. Casetify's new Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made from 65% recycled and plant-based materials. And about that drop protection, Casetify's Chi-Tech 2.0 technology protects your phone from drops of up to 9.8 feet with the Ultra Impact case. I've been loving this one as like a little mirror to make sure I have nothing in my teeth. That's the thing with Casetify, there are endless prints. Whether it's a curated special edition deal or a phone case that you customized, all of these products are 100% BPA free, 100% non-toxic, and 100% non-hazardous. I can do that because these cases feature Densify, an antimicrobial coating that kills 99% of bacteria. Apple recently released the new iPhone 13, and if you're getting it, I would highly recommend going ahead and getting your Casetify case before the phone arrives. And if you know any fashionistas in your life, I know Casetify is gonna make a great gift for the holidays. So go to casetify.com/NickDiRamio today to get 15% off your new iPhone 13 case. And now that the phone is protected, let's get back into the video.
I stand Mariah.
I do too.
But-
I just wanted to smell your boobs. That's why I got so close to.
It's okay. I had that effect on people.
Because they smell weird.
They're dodgeball. I've had them since gym class.
Oh, that's why I just got that locker room feeling.
This will be a part of the footage that we speed up because it takes so long to do.
They feel so much higher. I mean, obviously that's the point, but like, even if I were to try to do drag makeup myself, I would still put them much lower than this.
That's a common thing that a lot of young queens do when they're just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
They put their makeup on like on their natural features. I did this. Like, look at my stuff on Drag Race.
I feel like I watched Drag Race, like your season and all of them mainly on a really small TV that was really far away from me.
Also in a bar.
No, in my studio apartment in Hollywood through a veil of like depression. So I think I got a really forgiving viewpoint of everyone's makeup.
Well, you know what? I watched my season through a veil of depression too, so it's all good.
No, I actually was I loved you from the very beginning of Drag Race, and
Aww.
I was sad to see you go so early. Sorry, is that okay to trigger? It's been like 20 years, so hopefully not.
Oh yeah, it's long. Those wounds have long healed. Although I can't help but feel tear coming. No, I'm sorry. I couldn't even convincingly push out a fake tear. I was like that girl in that Pure Flix movie.
Oh my God. You know, sometimes I wonder if I'm too hard on actors for not producing real tears, like when they fake cry. But then I see a scene where like an actor nails a crying scene and they're slobberingly wet with tears. And it's like, that makes me believe it. I'm sorry. Like, no one cries without tears, do they? Like, they try to prevent the tears. But does anyone dry cry?
Not outside of like, you know, a Douglas Sirk movie from like the 50s. Like Lana Turner was famous for tearless crying.
So she would just like cover her face or like...
It's just like, it would just be all vocal.
Right. Which I guess I could see more in the old days when like women were seen as like, oh, so fragile that they could faint from emotion, like the fainting chairs and stuff. And women, because of this societal pressure or being told this or whatever, would faint when they were shocked or surprised because they were told that's what was ladylike. So imagine like convincing your brain to make you faint because someone paid you a shekel less than you expected at the general store. What's a shekel?
A shilling?
A shekel? I mean, it doesn't sound like money to
Sounds like you made that up. Like,
A
is this
shekel.
a fantasy?
I think it's like an old-timey coin in my head. Like it was like a gold doubloon.
Doubloon.
I'll give you a shekel for ferrying my horse. We can speed up this part too.
Honestly.
I love the makeup brands that go live and they're like, all right, so today I'm going to show you how to do this eye look.
That was very big during the beginning of lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely cooled off since then because of the vaccine.
Don't trigger people, Nick.
Trying to make it topical.
Brand new, don't worry. This has never been on my eye.
I want you to use eyeliner that's been up your pussy.
Oh.
On my eye. When my first Shane Dawson clip breakdown went huge, I was in my no makeup phase, and that includes no powder, which is not ever an option for me.
No.
I said, let me just get on camera looking like the front of a polished Buick.
You thought you were the only bitch.
Yes. You could see the Sony lens in my forehead. Because even not being a makeup artist, my first lighting class at NYU, they were like, go get MAC powder in the loose powder in every shade. Because if you shoot interviews, it's gonna save your shot.
Oh, I saw some of your makeup looks. Like one of the most recent ones, you had like a full-on like white line above your eye.
That was I stole from Ariana Grande's Allure cover. Are you excited for Rem
queer.
Beauty? I know. I'm a queer who still reads print magazines. Look at me. I moved to Palm Springs and became a Palm Springs gay, like on the ride over. Look, Evie, you can tell by the way I'm sitting. But now you guys are gonna be Palm Springs gays too, because you, I think, mentioned you're moving here.
I'm thinking about it, definitely.
You said no, I think I heard you say you thought about it and you're definitely moving here.
Now I feel like you're adding words to what I said, but you know what? That kind of mind game stuff may work on these subscribers.
The gaslighting, gatekeeping, and girl bossing.
Oh my god, speaking of, I was actually watching the most insane Lifetime movie before you picked this up.
Really?
It was literally a woman trying to kill a family for taking a house she wanted.
Oh no, like she wanted the house, like real estate drama.
Yeah. It was like
And she was crazy, like unhinged. this
unhinged,
woman.
interloping woman obsessed with a house instead of a husband. Like, it's not the usual Lifetime fare.
No, although it is very them to make the main antagonist just a generally insane woman who has been a woman for so long that she's enraged.
She's been womaning for so many years.
That she has rage built up that will cause her to kill your child if you buy her house.
Like, I literally stepped into it, and I looked at the TV screen, and she literally walked up to a man and hit him with a hammer.
On Lifetime.
On Lifetime, over a house
Girl.
that she actually had no claim to.
Yeah,
She
like
never
you
got this
didn't
house.
buy it. Right. You didn't buy it.
Even if you kill the family, you're not going to get the house.
Yeah,
I don't understand
it still goes to the next of kin. She's gonna be hammering everyone down the family tree.
All right, so I got one eye done. We're going to do the other one off camera and then move on to the contour.
All right. Bring. Jaymes Mansfield just did a couple things. The second part of my eye makeup, which I've yet to see, called me greasy, and I'm pretty sure you insulted my makeup brushes at one point. It's been fun.
Yeah. Let's just say I've been working through a lot in this video already that you haven't seen.
And I'm learning a lot about myself in a bad way.
You know what? You're learning.
And that's how friendships are forged. I feel like we're closer because you felt you had the spiritual permission to say those awful things.
I feel like as long as I treat you the way Betty Davis treated Joan Crawford in every single collaboration they did, a strong friendship's going to be formed. It worked for those two, right?
Yeah. I want you to actually leave me dehydrated on a beach.
And go get ice cream.
Yeah, and get it. Are they out of business? No.
AMC? I don't
AMC's
think so.
not out of business. ArcLight. I'm thinking of the ArcLight in Hollywood. Rest in peace to the ArcLight in Hollywood. I loved that movie theater. You could see celebrities there. I saw Nicole Kidman there talking about a movie she was in called The Destroyer, where she played quite a character.
Did she wear a wig in it and false teeth?
It was very Oscar baity, where she, made under to look less pretty, and she had this crazy accent. Like, I think it was Boston, but like Boston Tea Party, like massacre.
Misplaced Boston accent.
She was like, I'm gonna find my daughter's killing. Oh God, no.
Oh, God.
That can't be it. Go watch the trailer, you'll see. But then she comes out into the ArcLight afterwards, and we're like, I can't even look at you right now after what you just did.
I loves me some Nicole Kidman, especially when she gets lost in a role with like a terrible wig.
What roles did you love her terrible wigs?
I love the hours with the nose.
She had a fake nose in that?
Yes, she did. That's all they could talk about forever.
Why? What did they change about it?
She's supposed to be playing Virginia Woolf.
Oh.
So she put on like a full prosthetic nose and hair and everything.
Oh.
Prosthetic stones when she walked into the river.
Oh my gosh. That took me a second.
Literary jokes.
Thing about Nicole Kidman is I can't get over her performance in The Others.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
How many people did you ruin that ending for?
Oh, I was just about to do it for whoever's watching this, but I chose not to. I was like, when she found out that it was a great movie.
That it was going to be a really good move for her career?
Yeah. There were some creepy moments. Are you mad? I am your daughter. Does that look cool with the makeup that you put on me?
I'm sure someone's going to have nightmares now, but you know what?
They're gonna meme that.
Oh my God, have you been memed?
Well, people will take screenshots of the crazy shit I say, because I get it captioned now.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'll be like, Halloween is not all about the temperature of my hole. And then someone will screenshot that with the subtitle and put it on Twitter, and I'm like, oh.
That's forever now.
Yeah, like, so yeah, I like this. I like seeing the pictures of me saying crazy shit, because then I'm like, I really said that. And then some poor person had to transcribe it and put it into this caption. And now an image of it under my face are linked. And what if I have to get a real job again one day? But I just won't.
You know damn well that will never happen.
Subscribe to my Patreon, and I have merch available. This is the first video in a while where I haven't worn merch. But look I had to do something campy and fun, and we've got Lizzie McGuire.
And we got your legs showing, and for the premium subscribers on Patreon, he may even show his feet.
Yeah, this is just a preview of what you get at the top tier.
Top tier, the socks come off.
Yeah. And I mail them to you in a self-addressed stamped envelope so that they can mail me back a sock.
That is so thoughtful.
And I'm gonna hang it right there.
It's like paying it forward.
Yeah.
Now we're doing what we call snatching the nose.
Oh my gosh, this is iconic. This is what all of those hateful commenters have been begging me to do. Get a nose job.
Really?
Once in a very rare while, someone...
So rude.
I mean, I love my nose, so it doesn't bother me.
Jay, I think your features are cute. You're like an adorable little hamster.
Thank you. And I also eat lots of wood chips. And my babies.
And been shoved up plenty of butts.
And I was translucent when I was born. I was meant to be snake food, but
Do
I
people
escaped.
always tell you ruin everything?
They tell me that I make it different. I forget how we just got here.
You know what? That's going to be the story
Fine.
of our friendship.
Oh, yeah.
How did we get here?
Freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got here right now. By sucking cock.
Can I just say, I send that to my boyfriend constantly.
Like sucking cock. Like I.
Just like a caption, like a screen caption, like.
It's too good. It's too good. She had to know she was saying something iconic when that came out of her mouth. YouTube drama is my life.
Oh my God, it's literally how I sustain most of my days.
And I'm so obsessed when people come up and they're like, I'm probably not in your target audience. I'm like, in my 40s and I'm a mom. I'm like, I think the target audience for people, like young people being messy, is always.
Some of them are habitual mistake makers.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're literally not gonna learn, or if you can't figure out how to say an apology the right way, then that's a lot to make an audience kind of accept. Like,
Mind you, I didn't go to the best schools growing up, but I was taught how to apologize to somebody.
yeah, and not make it sound like it's about you somehow or like an excuse. So,
Although I do sometimes love those apology videos where they sometimes do a full 360 and end up blaming the person again.
right, yeah, and then at the end you're like, so the title said sorry, but the eye roll said not my fault. How are things holding up with my face oils, by the way?
If we can do like an oil meter.
Yeah, let's put a graphic on screen.
Someone really very oily.
Desert Sahara to ExxonMobil spill.
Oh my god. Okay, we're almost done.
Ah!
I'm gonna try out this shitty new blush that someone sent me. It's from Trixie Cosmetics.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I love her.
I love Trixie too. I definitely got the Sugar Pill collab too.
Oh yeah.
Super Towel, that was cool. I liked how it smelled like honey.
You didn't get the Bottle Blonde collection starring
I
someone
know,
in this video?
but I looked at the pictures for hours until I was dehydrated and had to
Till
be
you came.
hospitalized. Yeah, exactly. Those wigs looked amazing,
Thank you.
and you looked amazing.
I know.
I was so excited when I saw that Jaymes Mansfield followed me on Instagram.
I feel like that's kind of what sparked this whole friendship.
Yeah, because I had to instantly be like, excuse me, did you know that you saved me from the months of March through, I guess now, of 2020, because your wig styling videos are just so fascinating and so good to have on when I was supposed to be doing like office work.
Everyone always tells me they're watching it when they're supposed to be doing something else or on
Yeah.
their lunch breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that all the time. People say it too, like, I watch you all the time when I'm sleeping. What does that mean?
People tell me that too. They're like, I watch your videos when I fall asleep. I'm like, then you're mostly missing it, but also means the ads are still playing. So I love that. I love that. Get your rest. By the way, I don't know how much crossover we have. I know there's some because I posted a community tab picture and people said we are iconic. We're icons, and it's true.
Well, it's because we're both film nerds.
Yeah.
I just have you doing hair while I'm talking about it, and you're, sipping your bubbly juice.
Yes, and then under this desk I have two guys licking my feet. They don't know that, but you see them.
They're very nice, too.
So sweet. They don't
They
talk
offered,
much.
but I said no thank you.
Right. They only speak in tongues. Religious tongues. Hanam Shaba.
I didn't mean to actually shut up, but I am doing your lipstick, so I appreciate if you did shut up.
Yeah, good timing.
Yeah.
How are we looking?
Like a woman.
Oh,
A woman. Like you're ready for a shift at Peggy Sue's Diner.
oh, girl. I can't carry a tray though, just warning you. Is that okay? Can I still have the job? My arms hurt.
Do you mind speaking to people? Like,
I don't like meeting new people. I don't like the smells of foods, and I hate counting money. Is that okay?
you can clean the restrooms.
Okay.
With your tongue.
Mm-hmm. Peggy Sue's piss queen. Ooh, what a fun bag of sticks.
I know, right? My glamorous caboodles.
That looks like
my travel
Jason
size
Voorhees carry-on. Sorry, I'm up
Oh my god.
your lips, so I can feel myself up. But I just can't stop talking.
Force your head back so it stays there.
Someone do a 10 minutes of Nick DiRamio annoying Jaymes Mansfield video.
That's okay. I have to reconceal your beard area anyway because you're bleeding through it.
I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, your desire. Gillette, the best a man can get. Ow. I was about to say how young I look, but it's actually just bloody. I just look bloody. The fact that I couldn't get through this without bleeding.
And the fact that I didn't cause the bleeding. Now I just gotta fix that part of your lip where you talked.
Oh.
And just do little finishing touches, but those can be done off camera, like putting lashes on and stuff.
Ooh, so we'll be right back with the finished look is what you're saying?
Yes! All right, everybody, the transformation is complete. Please welcome to the stage, To Be Decided.
Hi, everybody. TBD. TBD is my initials, but it does stand for
Something.
Theodora.
Bernadette.
Yes, Theodora Bernadette. DiRamio. Yeah. There we go.
There we are. You
Look
need
at me.
Oh, don't knock yourself over, sweetheart.
No, I knock everything over. Because I stop traffic. Oh, this old thing? I just wear this when I don't care how I look. Oh, this old thing?
You put a wig on someone to become a mad crazed person.
love this whole thing.
I don't think you've actually fully seen how you look yet, did you?
No, I should use a mirror to really get a feel for it, huh? Ooh. Oh, wow. I look so different than I thought I would look. Ah! I feel like I have a different face. Are we getting this on camera? Are you seeing the magic? That's so cool, James. My eyebrows are higher. Also, I love this 80s vibe with the bow. And again, I just wear this when I don't, I'm just using that quote again and again. I just wear this dress when I don't care how I look.
Because she didn't shave her chest.
Oh, I didn't know.
That's where she drew the line.
I didn't know you didn't like it. You don't like the hair? I keep it so well conditioned.
She uses a relaxer on it.
I soak it in mayonnaise every night, I promise. And I don't rinse, so you're ready for a moldy experience, gentlemen. Ooh. And I'm honored to be wearing a Jaymes Mansfield wig. Oh my goodness. Do you think that we look like twins or sisters? Or friends?
Friends. Probably friends.
I look like,
We went to the same makeup convention.
Yeah, we definitely did.
We sell the same product.
Yeah, This mascara has been clinically shown to extend length by 3.26 times with zero flaking. I wish I was a Lancome lady. I would be like, you want some double wear? I'll give you some double wear right here. Some 24-hour double wear.
Oh my god, the complete shift in personality that just happened right
This drag just makes it all feel much more closer to the surface.
You just want to be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. You turn into Blanche Devereaux.
Yeah, I turn into Blanche Devereaux to the point where it's like a volatile situation. Like, oh, shit's gonna get broken.
Well, I'm glad I got you in drag because you have to fill in for me for bingo, so.
Oh,
you and
perfect.
sister.
I don't know how to read letters or numbers. Is that okay?
Neither do I.
Perfect. James, thank you so much for this amazing look. I am so thrilled. And thank you so much for being on my channel.
You're so welcome. I'm glad to make you my honorary drag daughter that I will drown after this.
Oh, yes.
You're my first drag daughter without a beard.
That's so great. It was worth the blood. I took videos of me shaving and I was like, oh, I look so young. And then there was like blood coming through and I was like, oh no. It looks like Freddy Krueger. I'm so honored to be your drag daughter. It means so much to me to be part of the Mansfield family.
Aw, I'm gonna hug you on camera.
Yay,
Look at that. My own children don't get that.
I feel like I look like a string bean.
The Apple Watch definitely completes the look.
The Apple Watch and my wristband. This wristband is from a party here in Palm Springs, and it's like, you know those Live Strong bracelets that were really popular? That's my asshole. So that's the official wristband. James, thank you so much. I feel like I'm gonna take a million pictures in this look because, how could I not? And I need everybody who's watching to let me know what you think of this beautiful, stunning look that James created. And if you're not already subscribed to the Jaymes Mansfield YouTube channel, that will be linked below because I tell you, it is addictive.
Thank
Jill,
you.
Where else can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter and all that jazz under Jaymes Mansfield. Just my name, James with a Y. But subscribe to YouTube. That's all I care about.
That's where the action is.
And buy my wigs. Buy my wigs too. That too.
Yes. Can you believe the businesswoman? She's a YouTuber. She is a drag queen. She is a wig stylist who sells to the stars.
And a mother. Mm-hmm. Where do I find the time?
Well, I think the negligent motherhood buys you a few extra hours a week.
Got it, bitch.
Sorry.
All right.
I forgot when you were still rolling. Oh, this old thing. I don't care how I look. James, thank you so much for being on my channel. It means the world to me. And make sure everybody go check out James's channel and follow on all of her social media. And we will see you next week for another clip breakdown. And no, I won't look this fabulous, but I will try my best by using these brushes that James said are garbage. So fun. How fun for us. Friendships forming. I'm just kidding. Thank you, James.
Bye, baby.
Mwah. You guys are all the greatest. Thank you so much for joining us for a first ever drag transformation. I will see you next time.